Today is a very good day, Peter.
How come?
Today we're gonna taste some nice sparkling wines.
Sparkling wine.
Yes.
He's teasing me.
Why?
Because sparkling wine could be anything from Cook's for $3.99 a bottle to Krug, $300 a bottle.
That's true.
So if you had said we're going to taste champagne, then I think I would have got more excited. Sparkling wine, it's all right. I'm good.
All right.
It's just you're on notice that I'm watching you.
And you're not wrong. Today is the first tournament of Sparkling Wine Olympics.
Oh, really? What a good idea.
Today we are going to taste sparkling wines from 3 countries. So, France?
No, you're not allowed to tell me.
So no France.
No, you're not allowed to tell me. We do this blind.
Okay.
If there are champagne in here, I would hope to pick up the champagnes, but otherwise it's difficult.
So number 1. It's quite dark.
No, it's dark. Dark and shit.
Was hast du gesagt?
Ich hab gesagt, dreckig.
Dreckig. Wirklich?
So you speak in German, I'm speaking Yiddish.
Yeah, we communicate without any problem, right?
At a very limited level.
Yeah, that's true. Did I give you an impression that I would open excellent sparkling wines?
You did,
Yeah?
but you didn't. The impression you gave, the wine you didn't. Here I'm looking for cava, can't find it.
Yeah, you're correct.
Right.
There is no cava.
No cava. Oh, I'm so thrilled because I can't find cava.
All right, that's good.
And I'm looking for Prosecco, and there's 1 or 2 here that could be, but I'm not really happy with it. I have to force these things to be Prosecco. And when you force it, you make mistakes. For sure there's a champagne in here. And the champagne in here is number 2. I loved wine number 1, not from the quality. I thought the quality was like not really good, but it was so interesting. Almonds and graphite and sweat. Sweat's not necessarily good.
Sweat?
Unless you happen to be making love at the time.
Human sweat?
Human sweat.
It's quite oxidized.
Yeah. That was my problem with it. Yeah. Number 2 I thought was champagne. Did you also think so?
Yeah, I also think number 2 is champagne.
Yeah. Then it was the best wine here. It wasn't great champagne. It wasn't shit champagne either. It was nice.
What is so special in champagne? How could you recognize it was champagne? If it was
If you
champagne?
don't know the answer to that question, you haven't listened to shit that I've said, and I'm leaving.
No, for our viewers, of course I know. Of course I know the answer, but
I'm just jerking his chain because when you put a tasting like this together and make me do it, he's jerking my chain. What was the question?
why do you think number 2 was champagne?
Sparkling wine is for festive occasions. So festive occasions calls for, typically speaking, light wines that you can enjoy yourself and drink too much and have a good time, etc., etc., except for champagne. You're supposed to be very serious when you're supposed to be having fun, right? You celebrate with champagne, but it's serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is that? It's very serious. The breadiness, the yeastiness. And so that's what says champagne to me. I cost a little more and I'm worth it. And I agree.
And then number 3?
I thought it was a Blanc de Blanc. I scored it nearly as high as the champagne. That was my second favorite wine.
For me, number 3 is my favorite wine.
Number 3 is your favorite wine?
Yeah.
Better than number 2?
Yeah, number 2 is my second favorite wine.
So I have the other way around. Number 1. Number 2 is my second, number 3 is my favorite. I really, really like the wine. It's not champagne. It's very sweet on the nose, sort of like honey.
But it's very dry in the palate.
It's dry on the palate. It has grip and power. Lovely wine, haven't a frigging clue. It's too difficult, okay.
Okay.
Number 4 also looks like a Blanc de Blanc to me, but it doesn't scream Blanc de Blanc, but it does look like it. It's very complex. It's almost champagne-like. Very chalky. I wondered whether that might be Franciacorta. I don't normally like Franciacorta, so, and I like this. I've always believed that Franciacorta is Italy's answer to champagne, and it's a woefully miserable, inadequate answer.
I think you were seeing what I meant, because I wanted to...
Fuck with me. That's what you wanted to do. It's getting better and better. I mean, this is quality wine.
This is my 3rd best wine for today.
All of these wines have improved in the glass.
This one is very oaky. It's even slightly buttery for me.
So that would mean malolactic.
Yeah.
I do agree that number 4 is my
Third best?
third best wine.
All right.
And then number 5, my fourth best. And then number 6 and number 1 tied for last.
For me, number 6 was the worst.
If I had to look for a Prosecco here, I would have said number 6. But it doesn't feel like Prosecco to me.
It shows a kind of artificial flavor, like artificial peach.
You got France, we got Italy.
There is one wine from New World.
One wine from the New World.
Yeah.
Oh, you gave me to understand that there were
3 countries.
3 countries.
Yeah. 6
I
wines.
made the assumption 2 wines. It's a terrible thing. This is a very, very important learning point. Having gone through the Masters of Wine exam, when they tell you, which they often do in the blind tasting test, we have sparkling wine here. We have 6 wines from 3 countries. Absolutely, you may not say that that there are 2 wines from each country. Absolutely not.
No.
And most people make that mistake, as I did today.
Okay, that was a part of my intention.
That was the mistake that I made today.
But everybody does that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a beginner's mistake.
So can I give you the number of wines from each country?
Well, I think France is 3.
Yeah, you're correct.
I would say the Franciacorta has got to be number 5.
I thought number 1 was Cremant de Jura. They often produce oxidized sparkling wines. So there is 1 Champagne, 1 Cremant de Jura, 1 Cremant de Bourgogne, 1 Cartizze, Franciacorta,
Okay?
and then 1 Californian sparkling wine. It's a vintage Californian sparkling wine.
Who gives a shit? Tell someone that cares.
All right.
Now I've run out of wine.
Right. We have plenty of wines. Normally, we are not in shortage of wine.
Really?
At least at your house and at my house.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So Cartizze is as expensive as champagne.
Entry-level champagne. Slightly more expensive than entry-level champagne.
That's the reason why I included Cartizze today, to compare it with entry-level champagne.
For me, it doesn't compare.
No?
It's too simple.
I hate number 6.
You hate number 6.
Yeah, this is the only wine that I really hate.
It is so sweet.
Yeah, it almost feels like drinking soda.
6 is just bland, nothing going on.
Nothing going on, yeah. I thought number 3 was American wine.
That's where we are. I could perhaps do better, but not without without falling down.
I can come back tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you can pick me up. I'll still be here.
Yeah. All right, so shall we see what our
Let's do it. Yeah.
winners are?
Yeah.
Okay, so number 2. Ba-bam, ba-bam. It's, yes, Nicolas Fayet. It's a champagne, the only champagne from this group.
I'm very pleased to see that champagne is more expensive, generally speaking, than other sparkling wines. It should be obvious.
Yeah.
It should jump out. Otherwise, it doesn't deserve the price. And this one, which is not a really expensive wine,
Actually, this is one of the most inexpensive champagne.
exactly, it did not let France down.
No, that's true. I really wanted to know if this kind of inexpensive champagne is worth the money.
The rules around champagne are so strict. It's almost impossible not to produce good wine because the rules are so strict. So whether they like it or not, they have to produce good wine,
Yeah,
unless they lie about how they made the wine.
that's true. That's really true.
So it's called réservé exclusif. Give me a fucking break.
Which means nothing, right?
Absolutely nothing. From an appellation point of view, means absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
Means kiss my ass. Means nothing. No, but it's a very nice one.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's a surprise for me. Entry-level champagne is really worth the money. Number
So
3.
wine number 3, which
The other winner, I thought it was American wine.
Schramsberg.
Schramsberg,
Wow. Okay.
Blanc de Blanc,
It was Blanc de Blanc. I wrote that down. Very
vintage.
happy to see that.
Yeah, vintage 2018. It's Bru méthode traditionnelle. It's $32.
That's a nice wine.
Yeah, it's Blanc de Blanc, so it's 100% Chardonnay.
It's a good bottle of wine.
Yeah, very good. So these are our two winners from
Okay.
today. So these two wines will compete with other winners from second tournament.
Okay.
Second tournament will be a little bit more serious.
This is serious in terms of its effect on my liver, so I'm not sure what he talks about.
Alright. Wine number 1. Cremant du Jura, Blanc de Blanc,
Yeah.
100% Chardonnay, Extra Brut, BBF. It's unfiltered wine.
No shit. And the price?
$40.
It was really interesting. And sometimes you have to pay $40 for the interest. But for the quality,
No. Too expensive, right?
yeah.
Then wine number 4. It's Cremant de Bourgogne. It's also Blanc de Blanc 2018. Didier Montchauvet, $27.
Nice one.
Yeah, nice wine.
But it's expensive. I'm drinking Cremant de Bourgogne from time to time. $17, $18 at this quality level.
It's a vintage Cremant de Bourgogne.
Oh, it is vintage. Okay, I never thought about that. Who cares?
It's okay, but it's too expensive.
Yeah.
Before Peter completely falls down, I need to uncover number 5 and number 6.
I'm not going to fall down. I'm going to fall up.
Number 5. We thought it was a Franciacorta. I think so too. I think it's a nice wine, but
It's not nice enough.
yeah, it's not nice
It's
enough.
always my problem with Franciacorta. It never gets to the point where I say, I think it's value for money. I get very often to the point where I say, this is really good, but never, ever value for money.
If this is a Franciacorta, it's a big name, it's very expensive.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, hell, bring it out, because I ain't going to drink it again. This is my problem, always, Franciacorta. It has pretensions that it never, ever delivers. I'm so sorry for the people who love Franciacorta, but it never delivers.
Okay, so let's see. Cadel Bosco Franciacorta Cuvée Prestige 43rd edizione.
And they still haven't got it right.
Peter, this is $40.
I'm glad you paid, not me.
I'm not glad. I'm not glad, Peter.
Franciacorta, I must be one of the few people in the world that does not believe in it. Never have, and I've never had a reason to change my mind. You're going to pay that kind of price? Go to Champagne, give me a break.
Yeah. Just a second, please. Then number 6 must be Cartizze.
It's very sweet, so it's possible. And we haven't got a bottle of Cartizze yet.
No, not yet.
Must be a shit producer. Let's have a look. No, because the wine's so simple,
Yeah.
so one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Who cares at $30 a bottle?
It's way more than $30.
Really?
Yeah. It's Cartizze, Peter.
I saw you coming.
Shit. Bisol, Valdobbiadene, Cartizze. It says it's dry.
Yeah, right. It's the sweetest wine here today.
Valdobbiadene Superiore di Cartizze de
Superiore
Ocese,
di Cartizze.
2019.
And the price?
Price it's $36.
These guys wait for Jay. They hide behind the stacks. And they wait for him to come in. And they know that Jay knows that technically Cartizze is the most important, the highest quality wine made from Glera grapes in Prosecco. That it is the prime vineyard area that is partially split between Valdobbiadene and Conigliano. They made money not by me and not by you for bringing to the table an outrageously expensive wine that's worth 50% of what he paid for it. This is an abomination.
Yeah, I messed up.
No, you didn't mess up. They messed up. We saved you from buying crap Cartizze.
Yeah.
Send the checks to my bank account. That's
Okay.
our job, right?
Look at here. This is Peter's bank account.
Yeah. And it's true. The best wines that I've ever had from Prosecco have been from Cartizze. I never buy them because I find it too expensive, but they have certainly been the best. Not this crap.
No. This is a real
So
crap.
Bissell, go away. Okay. Go make us some better wine than this. It was a fascinating tasting, but Jay conned me in many of the ways that he may have conned you. He told me, I know you love sparkling wine. Yeah, but I don't like shit sparkling wine. I like magnificent sparkling wine.
If you want to learn about wine seriously from Peter and me, please click on the join button right next to the subscription box. Then click on wine class join button. This is way better than any other wine school in the world. A new wine class video is uploaded once every week, and we also do a wine class on live streaming once a month. If you don't like it, you can cancel it anytime.